When Robert Browning said, "All love begins and ends with motherhood," he might have had Honorable Justice Mrs. Christiana Ijeoma Uche in mind. Born on the 29th of December 1934 in Okoki-Itim in the then Old Bende province of eastern Nigeria to the family of Chief and Mrs. Anyebi, Christiana Ijeoma was born into a family that is well educated and enlightened. The young Ijeoma attended nursery school between 1943 and 1944 at Amokwe-Itim, and from there she proceeded to the Methodist Central School Itim from 1945 to 1946. In 1947, she was admitted to the Methodist Girls' School, Ovim. On completion of her studies at the Methodist Girls' School, she started teaching with the Standard 6 certificate she had obtained in 1950. In 1952, she was admitted to the Methodist Teachers Training School, Oron, in present-day Cross River State. At the end of 1953, she graduated with a teacher's certificate and in 1954 was posted to teach at the Methodist Central School, Nome, now in Enugu State. On the 17th of April 1954, Ijeoma got married to her beloved husband, Mr. Amadi Oji Uche of Amankalu Igbere, and they were blessed with 6 lovely children, 5 boys and 1 girl. In 1961, she applied and sat for the London GCE O-level exams and passed all 5 papers at one sitting. She also registered and sat for the GCE A-level exams and passed all her papers as well. Her husband, who had obtained an inter-LLB certificate in law at the time, encouraged her to also study law in the university. She would later pursue a degree course in law at the University of Nigeria Enugu campus in 1963. But her studies were interrupted in 1966 as a result of the Nigerian Civil War. But like a phoenix, she returned in 1970 to complete her studies. Christiana Ijeoma Uche attended the Nigerian Law School Lagos in 1973, while in 1974 she was called to the Nigerian bar. She commenced her legal practice in a private firm in Enugu and subsequently joined the services of the Ministry of Justice Enugu in the then East Central State as State Counsel. And she wasn't done yet. On the 1st of August 1985, she was sworn in as Chief Magistrate, having served in this capacity in Obehie, Ukwa, among other places. Soon after, she was appointed a High Court judge in Imo State in January 1990. In 1991, she became one of the foundation judges and indeed the first female High Court judge in Imo State. Honorable Justice Uche's career on the bench soared gloriously and was marked with great industry, diligence, uprightness, integrity, courage, forthrightness, incorruptibility, and dedication to the cause of justice. Many of her landmark decisions in the line of duty have been compiled in a book titled Collection of Judgments of Honorable Justice C.I. Uche. These decisions demonstrated her depth of reasoning, analytical dexterity, her tenacity to uphold fair judgment, and her ability to apply the principle of the law to facts. Indeed, she has left giant footprints on the sands of time in the Nigerian judiciary. At the home front, Honorable Justice Christiana Ijeoma Uche effectively combined her demanding academic and judicial responsibilities with being a good wife and a great mother. She devoted time to her family and to the proper upbringing of her 6 children who have and are still making giant strides in their various fields of endeavor. Her first son, Mr. Amadi A. Uche, who was a graphic scientist, has passed away. Her second son is Chief Chris Uche, a gentleman with over 37 years experience at the Nigerian bar and a highly respected senior advocate of Nigeria. The third child and only daughter of Honorable Justice Uche is Dr. Rosamond Uche, who was a former director in the Ministry of Women Affairs, Umuahia. Her fourth child, also of blessed memory, was Ndi Uche, who was until his death an architect. Her fifth child is Barrister Godi Uche, also a lawyer and equally a respected senior advocate of Nigeria. The last child of Honorable Justice Christiana Uche is Mr. John Uche, an accountant with the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority, Abuja. Honorable Justice Uche was a committed Christian who took her faith in God seriously. She was a widely traveled woman and enjoyed vacation trips to the United States and the United Kingdom, during which she visited the high courts in those jurisdictions. Honorable Justice Uche worked very hard to leave enduring legacies by positively impacting on the lives of people in many areas, some of which included her love for education, her humility, her modesty, her loyalty, her enduring love for her husband, her passion in the upbringing of her children, and her philanthropy, not forgetting her leadership qualities and her integrity and commitment to upholding justice. Indeed, Honorable Justice Christiana Ijeoma Uche lived a fulfilled and impactful life. And as her soul, that incorruptible compartment of her immortality journeys along to that place where there is no pain but eternal gain, where there is no sorrow and no such thing as tomorrow. We say to her, may you find rest in your eternal abode. Jebi jenkoma ge dunutegi n'eluigwe mma anyị ọma, na n'udo Ijeoma mma anyị mara ezigbo mma, nwere ezigbo obi. Mma anyị ana. When Robert Browning said, all love begins and ends with motherhood,